Hello, everyone. I have a really good friend of mine. His name's Darryl Ballard. He's a very spiritual man, and he has something he wants to share with you. So,
Yeah, I was born in April 19th, 1943, in the middle of World War II. My dad was in the Navy in the Pacific. I had a visitation, a very strong one, from the Lord, January 18th, 1979 at 6:30 in the evening on a street that I lived on called Kherson. And the adversary used to tell me there's a curse on me, but God has redeemed me from the curse. So I was sitting there, and at the time I was at the tail end of me doing drugs for about 13 years, just recreationally. And I was looking at a marijuana cigarette that I was in my lap, and then I heard a voice on my right saying, "He's coming." And the one in front of me said, "What?" And then the other one said, "He's coming." And he's looking, I could see in my spirit that he was looking up, and he was anxious. And he said, "What should we do?" These are two demons that were on me. And the one on me said, "Come on, let's go." And I saw two black smoke balls go down through my lap and disappear. Then I looked up and I saw a shape, and it came down out of the ceiling and surrounded me. It was crystal clear once it got on me, and the air around me looked like smoke, so I knew there was something special. And then he said, "What are you doing with your life? This is not what I have for you. I have a plan for your life. Have you considered Christianity?" And then he made a ribbon appear in the air, and it passed in front of my eyes in gold letters and said, "Jesus Christ." And then a white light appeared in front of my face, and a voice on my right said, "Look at it." When I looked at it, it started going up. And it was like God was pointing, this is from above. This is not something like a hallucination or anything. And so I said, if this is God, I'll go to church this Sunday and things will be different. And since then, I've had many visions, many words, until I got to this place. This is a nursing home. And since I've gotten here, I've gotten better in a lot of ways. I don't need a walker or a wheelchair to ride in. And I was standing one day, and this girl passed in front of me, and all of a sudden I could see power go out of me, like gray and very strong, pointing right at her. And since then, we've been together the whole time. And the Lord has said that He has something for both of us, that we're to get married, and that what He is doing with us will cause many to come to Him. that's what God is in the business of doing right now with all over the place, is raising up people to serve Him in ways that the church would find unconventional. But it's just like the old Bible days when prophets and teachers would travel around and visit synagogues and visit the temple and visit people's houses and bring the harvest in. The Lord spoke to me a few months ago before I met my future wife, said, "Get ready for the Lord's return." So that's what I've been doing. I've been making a concerted effort to study His Word and to pray. I pray every day at the drop of a hat. I don't have to wait for a prayer time. I don't have to have a schedule. It's whenever something is on my heart, I pray for it, and I pray in other tongues. The reason that I started praying in tongues is because a Chinese lady was praying for me in English, and behind me, just like I was wearing headphones, a very loud, pronounced voice was praying in tongues. And the church that I went to had tongues as a regular thing. And so one of the things that happened at that church, the pastor asked us all to sing in other tongues. And during that time, within a couple minutes, I could hear different songs from different people, and that they were not harmonizing. But within that span of time, all of a sudden, we were all singing the same song. Then I looked up, and a white cloud had appeared over the entire congregation. There was 1,000 people, and it was about 4 or 5 feet thick. And the Lord met us as we were rejoicing in Him and praising Him. So I am day by day looking for the Lord's direction. What should happen today? I've had an increased amount of persecution from different people and circumstances, but you just wade through it. So I guess the end of this is going to be seen when the Lord shows me what I am. The people that made the most impression on me were prophets and teachers, and that's where I got a lot of my inspiration and demonstrations of the Spirit.
Maybe.